Welcome into another episode of the Simple Mind Sports Show, where we talk all the latest and greatest of Boston sports. And on today's show, you guessed it, we're talking Patriots after that week one loss. With all the coaches and all the new pieces that this team added this offseason and getting all the right people to help Drake Maye for year two, he goes out game one versus the Raiders and looks like the same quarterback, and that's not good. And that's my opening take, Bobby. And I'm going to roll with Drake Maye because I want to know where all those internet trolls are, because all those people that said we were idiots and Drake Maye was one of the smartest guys coming out of college. And, now that he has the right people, he has Josh McDaniels. You're going to see a different guy. Gerard Mayo was not the right fit for him last year and all that. Where are you guys at now after watching week one, where he went out there and looked nervous and looked scared and didn't know what he was doing out there? If the first read wasn't there, he was fucking running an option play or scrambling for negative yards and running out of bounds because Max Crosby's coming. So, boys, like I said, what the fuck is this? What is Drake Maye? Where are your defenders at? Because I would love to hear from you right now. This one guy on Facebook always tells me it all the time, like, smartest guy in the room. He's the smartest guy in the room. Just give it time. I'm giving it time, and I think we're going to be looking for a new quarterback come 2026. Bobby, your opening take.
Well, mine is in a similar vein here. Let me tell you what. I was promised that the coaching would be better. I was promised that, okay? I was promised it wouldn't look like last year, wouldn't feel like last year, that it wouldn't be like last year. Well, let me tell you what. Game one looked a lot like last year. They came out right out the gate. Raiders blow them out of the water. The Patriots didn't look prepared. They got blown out of the water at a halftime. Let's talk about defensive play calling. All right, on a critical 3rd and 11 here on the first drive, I know what we'll do. I'll take our two best defensive linemen and we'll drop them into coverage. And then we'll put our worst player on defense, this third string safety who we've elevated, and we'll put him on their fastest guy. That makes sense. That's a good play to run. That's what they've chosen to do. All right. The coaching needs to be better. It was Gerard Mayo-esque. They didn't know what they were doing. Like, what was the plan? So that needs to be better. And I have a lot of my blame on Vrabel and the coaching staff.
Well, it's funny, too, because there's a lot of finger pointing going on, and we'll get to that as we do. And on the show rundown for today, yes, we are talking Patriots because that's the most important thing to talk about this week. Patriots recap week one versus the Raiders. And we're also moving on to Miami for week two. The Red Sox playoff push. This one's for you, Rich, while you're out there working, slaving away for your family. We're going to be talking some Red Sox because they are making the playoffs this year. And there's some storylines going on there. We're going back to early lines. We're our little gambling show where we bet against the line, 5 games. Bobby, welcome to the early lines. You got 2 wins last week. Congrats, buddy. 10 questions. Yeah, 10 questions from a guy named Rob, and we finished the show with simplest minds of the week. And if you like what you hear and you like Boston sports, we want you to go to ilovebostonsports.com or fan favorite to get all your apparel for upcoming seasons. For all the Patriots, they have everything you need. Bruins coming up. They have Bruins apparel. They have Celtics apparel. Pitch, please. I can't say it without having a little tongue twister. That's where that came from. So I love Boston sports is where you got to go to get all of that. And you can find all their athlete signings and videos there too. So welcome to the show, September 9th, 2025. We call this show Air May because that's what he did all Sunday. Welcome to the show.
I love that nickname, Air May.
Air May. I mean, I wish it was better and not like a sarcasm little douchebag. But
I coined it at work, and everybody thinks I came up with it.
I would take the victory lap there, Bobby. Take it. I think you should. Raiders 20, Patriots 13, and Mike Vrabel's debut as Patriots head coach, and there is finger pointing already from the coaching staff. Drake Maye goes 30 for 46, 287 yards, 1 TD, 1 terrible interception, and he was sacked 4 times. Trevion Henderson, the guy that everyone was saying we got to watch out for, this guy's going to be electric. Well, he was your leading rusher with the Patriots with 5 attempts and 27 yards. And Kayshon Boutte, who the fuck saw that coming, was our leading receiver with 6 receptions, 103 yards. Chief, this was a tale of 2 halves with the Patriots. And stop me when you want to make a brilliant point. Okay? Patriots' first possession. They go 3 and out and looked like Drake Maye was nervous or jittery. A handoff and a scramble by Maye that was awful. Then on 3rd and 8, he airmailed a pass over Pop Douglas's head by at least 10 feet. And I'm not being sarcastic about that. That thing was so far over his head, it wasn't even funny.
I also want to start the conversation on Demario Douglas. He's not good. We need to stop talking about him being good. He's not a good player.
No.
He's not good.
What else do you have for wide receivers out there that you would be like, all right, after watching that game, you could be like, we can put this guy in his place?
I understand that he's going to be on the team, but all this talk about he's some sleeper, he's this, he's that, he's not a good football player. He's an idiot. He's half-tarred, and he can get open because he is fast, but he drops it or he screws up so often. Like he's not a winning football player, and there's a reason why.
So do 2 tards make a right? Because obviously you got a tard thrown to him. So, I mean, does that help out?
I think it looks a lot like it did on Sunday when you have a couple tards.
Yeah. Patriots' second possession looks like he was going to go 3 and out again, that being Drake Maye. Instead, he got lucky with Hunter Henry, who's wide open after one of the defenders slips, and he gets a 27-yard completion. Another big play down the field to Kayshon Boutte, who was just electric this game. I mean, player of the game on the offense, I think. Sets him up in the red zone. Maye to Douglas, the guy that you think is a tard. Maye looked at his first option and delivered, seems like every single time. Like he doesn't have checkdowns. He doesn't look at option 1, option 2, option 3. It's just, this is the guy I'm keying in on. It was Pop Douglas, or it's Hunter Henry, or it's Travion Henderson, and that's it. He doesn't have any reads. It's just one guy in particular, and that's it. If it's not there, I'm running.
With Drake Maye, I mean, we talked about it. He looked, just like you said, he looked nervous, and he was late on everything. He wasn't, I kind of feel like he wasn't necessarily going the wrong place with the football. He was just going there too late, and he wasn't like crisp. Like, I kind of feel like he was like seeing the field well enough and like was putting the team in the right play. Like he wasn't getting blown up in protections. Like it wasn't like last year where the play was just outright disasters. There wasn't disaster plays, but then like he would hit his 3-step drop and then it wouldn't come out. It would be like second pause out. So my only hope is that with more comfortable game reps he'll get quicker, because that was my main takeaway. He was just too slow on everything. But like sometimes other than run or pass, it didn't feel like he was necessarily making the wrong decision. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. And with the finger point that Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels are doing, that we can bring that out right now, Mike Vrabel is pretty much saying this playbook is too complicated for Drake Maye, which we said before. Like, this is one of the most complicated offenses to run in the NFL is Josh McDaniels. And now you have it coming here, and is it just like he can't scan the field, go left to right or right to left, and it's just taking too much time because all these routes are just very complicated for the receivers to run? Does that make sense to you?
It does.
So is that part of the problem?
The option routes, and we have receivers that are morons, and then we got, like you said, a couple tards trying to figure out option routes.
So should, going into Miami, who obviously was struggling last week, we'll get to that later on, but should we dumb down the playbook for Drake Maye, even though he's the smartest man in the room?
He should be set up for success,
so
whatever that is.
So I think, yeah, you start fresh. I mean, the third drive, let's go to the third drive. Drake made a Hunter Henry, which it was like a holy shit moment. I actually said holy shit out loud. That was an incredible catch, like both on the quarterback and the tight end. Hunter Henry made a great catch, sliding down, got him into field goal range. And wouldn't you know it, the rookie kicker that we got in the 6th round, Andres Borregales, missed it.
Jackass.
Momentum killer. Fourth drive, right before halftime, another good drive, started to get Diggs involved. You could tell that they were starting to force the Diggs on that 4th drive because he was frustrated. He didn't see the field the first couple drives. 3rd drive, he was out there. 4th drive, they really started getting him involved. He had a couple catches. Patriots field goal in halftime. We're up 10-7, and things are looking good. Happy beers. I think we're all texting at halftime together with Bill and Rich. This is looking good. We're happy, folks. Like, this is great. Like, we had a little slow start, but here we go.
Yeah, at about halftime, it felt like where the game should have been. It was like, okay, whatever. The bad drive was the first drive, but then they won the game basically after that. So it was like, all right, now then they'll come out and just kind of continue to be in control. And then, well, that isn't what happened.
Nope, because the first drive right after halftime, May goes out there and throws one of the most terrible interceptions I've seen in a long time. He airmails the receiver and right into the DB's hands.
Bingo.
what did we say before the game on last week's show? We said he cannot go out there and make a boneheaded play and have a boneheaded turnover. And what happens right there? Right after halftime, it's like you'd go out there and you would have another script. Like the first series, you have a script. You run your best plays you can. Right after halftime, you do the same thing. Whatever has been working, like you look at the film, this has been working. This has been working. Let's do this. Let's do this. They're doing this. They're doing a lot of drop back. They're doing a lot of drop back zone. Let's get the guys into the coverage and let's get an open receiver. Instead, he just fucking airmails it. I don't even know who he thought he was throwing to, but it was way over their head. Airmails it right into the cornerback's hands.
It is frustrating. You can see we could right from the first time he ran and he slid just dropped it like the butt drop on the ground like after 2 yards, and it's just a complete waste of a play. About how cucked he is right now. He is in his head. He's being told, to take the easy money and to not make boneheaded plays, and he hasn't figured out how to play in that world yet.
Which is crazy to me because you think that with Josh McDaniels' track record that he would have him set up for success, especially the first game out there. I mean, I didn't expect them to start this bad. Like this was bad.
I'm terrified about this season. I am scared. I am really scared that we're looking at 4-13 again, and like finding out that Drake May is terrible. I'm still going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I have real concerns about him and about what he's being told and how he's being handled. But like, again, it's one game. I'm going to lean on, again, what I saw was that I don't think he was necessarily making the wrong choices, but that he wasn't confident and he wasn't releasing confidently. So maybe that'll change, but I'm terrified, Raymond. I am terrified.
Well, funny you say that because the next two drives after that, 2 bad passes by Maye, Patriots 3-and-out. The drive after that, 3-and-out again. Maye gets sacked on 3rd down, which was his own fault because Will Campbell, everyone's like, oh, Will Campbell didn't pick up the block on Max Crosby. No, Drake May stepped into the pocket, and that gave Max Crosby easy release and get to Drake May.
Well, and also, was it Ramondre Stevenson who put up the worst chip block in the history of chip blocks? Yeah. And also, Ramondre Stevenson, that guy fucking blows. He single-handedly won week 1 last year. He looked terrible this year.
And after that big money deal, remember we were talking about training camp casualties who should get cut for like salary cap reasons? I thought it would be him because everyone's talking about Trevion Henderson.
Butts running it directly into the guard's ass every single time. You remember that guy?
Oh, I remember Marion Butts. I liked his name because his name was Butson as a kid. That used to make me laugh all the time. But yeah, Patriots failed in every aspect of the second half, failed to be competitive, and Drake May looked like a rookie again. Am I wrong by saying that?
Nope. He did look like a rookie at times. Yes, he did.
It looked like it was
confident on the field.
No, and you would want to be poised, making better reads. Everyone's saying, well, the Drake May lovers are saying, well, it was raining out. The ball was slippery. He probably affected the game. No, it was just a bad game for Drake May overall. The new Vrabel regime's coming in. You would expect a lot more, and you didn't get it. He did not deliver.
He did not.
But on a positive,
go ahead. Keep going.
Okay,
go.
On a positive note, the defense didn't look bad. Only 2 Ds against the Raiders. And the first touchdown, it looked like they were all on their heels. They looked like they were tired or not ready to go into the game on that first drive. They were giving up 20-plus yard plays all the time. And after that, it looked like they checked down and they were ready to go.
Yep. This defense is going to be infuriating to watch all year. I'm going to say that to you. Number one, they're playing defense in a manner which we're not used to watching regularly. The bend but don't break defense is gone. They're trying to win plays, and they won some plays, but they're either going to win the play or give up the farm. For the most part, they actually played the run pretty well. I'll give them that. They played the run. They did do okay with that, but they don't have the goddamn personnel to run the defense that they want. To run that defense, if you're going to have everybody blast up the field and run cover man, you need safeties that stay the fuck back and can cover. Their safeties got burned all day. Brock Bowers ran wild.
Who's playing safety on the team? I'll do it for Rich since he's not here. Who playing safety on the team?
It is true. We've called it out on the show.
Rich has been saying it all along. Yeah.
And a career backup playing safety, and they got torched all game. Whatever the Raiders, whenever the Patriots went heavy, they went in and went after the safeties. Whenever they went light, they ran the ball. They worked them all game.
And that's a good coaching staff right there. That's smart.
Fuck
That's
the defense.
smart. That's smart. And Jalen Hawkins, everyone's like, well, he had a great interception. He had a great sack. No, that first touchdown, all on him. He fucking collapsed down and got burned. Easy, wide open catch for the Raiders. Leads that first touchdown. Jalen Hawkins blows. Carlton Davis.
He is bad.
Carlton Davis. What did he? What did he do?
He tipped the ball that made the interception against Bowers. That was a good play. Other than that, I don't he made like one or two other plays. He did, but he was getting beat. The other guys are getting beat. They did miss Gonzalez. I was flat out wrong. I said that they wouldn't miss him. I was wrong. I had no feel for this game. Kudos to you, Raymond. You called it. I'll give you that. I was obviously big boy Homer over here. But yeah.
Well, it's funny too, because you were talking about like Ashton Genty's the guy that they got to stop. And then in our comment section for YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, it was all like, do you guys not watch the game? It's Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is going to be the guy you got to stop. I'm like, maybe they're going to try to take him out of the game, eliminate him, and just like let the rookie try to win the game for him. And nope, Brock Bowers had over 100 yards. So Brock Bowers was the guy that you should have been stopping all along.
All that they did was just throw the ball in the middle of the field. There was a dude wide open.
Well, what happened to our big free agent signing, Milton Williams? Where the fuck was he?
I mean, he had a half sack. Like he was in on one of Landry's. He was in.
Yeah. And
I mean, he's a tackle, and they did okay on the run. So I don't know what they were having him do. But number one, dude looks tiny out there. Like he looks small, and like he's there he got his money to get after the quarterback, and he really didn't do it. But yeah, like just like I was saying, like I don't know if this guy's worth that money.
Yeah. And the other guy too that I had high hopes was Robert Spillane, and he was a no-show on Sunday. He was
all right.
But I thought he was going to be one of those guys that stopped the run. Ashton Genty looked like he was positive yards. The first few series of the game, he was just doing whatever he wanted to do, getting first downs or getting positive yards.
He was okay. He wasn't nearly the linebacker play. Actually, I almost Christian Ellis I thought played pretty well.
Oh yeah.
I thought he played pretty well.
The guy that we were shitting on in training camp.
I know.
What the fuck's this guy doing on that team? And he actually played really well in the first game.
I actually thought the linebackers and defensive line were kind of like okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't think that like they were the problem. My problem really was with the play calling in the secondary, which blew ass.
Yeah,
that it was really defensive.
But did they blow ass?
Can I ask all out blitzes on third and long every single time? Why are you doing that?
My question to you was the secondary blowing ass, or was it because the defensive line wasn't getting to the quarterback and giving when you're playing man and you have to guard a man the whole time? If they're not getting to the quarterback, putting pressure on them, they're going to get open eventually, you know?
Well, you're doing there was another third down. I think it was in the second half. They ran what was it? They ran a corner blitz. It was like 3rd and 8. They ran a corner blitz. Gino just walks. He sees him standing there, throws it to the guy for an immediate first down. Like, what are we doing? Like, they had so many terrible blitz calls on 3rd down. They just didn't they gave it up every time instead of making them earn it. It's week 1. Make them earn it.
I totally agree. It's week 1. You got to earn that shit. And they just look like a team that just didn't know what the fuck was going on out there.
Yeah, no.
Which is very infuriating.
Head still in the hospital.
What's that?
I said Terrell Williams' head was still in the hospital.
It's too soon. You can't make fun of him for that.
Fine.
How did they do against All-Pro Max Crosby, the O-line? I thought the O-line did really well. Will Campbell was the talk of the town. Yeah, I think he played great. I mean, the talk was 4 sacks, but 2 of those sacks were Drake May's fault. Drake May stepped up, like I said, and Max Crosby sacked him. The other sack that they got credit for was when Drake May ran out of bounds because he was scared. So I think the O-line actually did pretty good, even though the 4 sacks.
I thought the tackle play was fine. They did good. They didn't lose the game. Now the defensive, they were giving up pressures. Like they were getting to Drake May, was affecting his throws. That was on Drake May. It was on Drake May for not getting that ball out. He had time.
Yeah, I totally agree. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and because we're on to Miami. Let's have some positive talk going on to Miami.
Let's do it.
Like I said, Bobby, we're on to Miami because that was just a shit show and sad beers all around for New England faithful.
It's going to be a sad beer game, too, for anybody that has to watch this disaster.
All right, so next up we have Miami, who is also 0-1 after being getting their asses handed to them by the fucking Indianapolis Colts. Whoever saw that coming, not me. Daniel Jones looked like a quarterback that was
Daniel Jones.
38-8, and let me tell you, Chief, I have the Patriots going 1-3. The first 4 games of the season, I said this to begin the season. I think they're going to go 1-3. This is a must-win game. This Miami game already, week 2, is must-win for Drake Maye, Mike Vrabel, and the rest of the Patriots. Thoughts?
Well, unfortunately, you're 1-0 in your Patriots predictions this year, so I can't disagree with you. You have a better pulse on this team than I do, so I also agree. They can't go 0-2. You looked at the first as this game. I think they can beat the Panthers. That's their 4th game. So
I think that's the win. That's the win I have them having. Yeah, that's like the guaranteed win.
I think they could still achieve 2-2, beat this crappy team and beat the Panthers. Listen, I'll believe it when they beat the Dolphins in Miami when I see it. I don't have a good.
Do. They can't do that in September. In September, they cannot do it. They cannot go down to Miami, play in that humid state, that shitty state of Florida, and go out there and bring home a dub because they haven't been able to do it a very long time.
100%. They need Christian Gonzalez back. I mean, Tyreek Hill, who knows if he's going to play or not with the news that's come out recently about him being involved in something. Who would have ever guessed that?
Domestic violence. No surprise there. And then Jaden Waddle got hurt, so he might not play. So if you go out there with Tua, scrambled brains, no receivers, and they beat you,
what they need to do,
kiss the season goodbye.
I blame McDaniels on this. He never committed to the run. They need to commit to the run the fucking football, get some simple first downs, make it easy for Drake Maye, have a simple game plan. The Dolphins blow. They just have to control the game. Get this win and then move to the Steelers and then see if Aaron Rodgers has tired out yet or not.
So Daniel Jones threw for 272 yards and he was only sacked once. Maye should have a similar or better stat line than that coming out of this game on Sunday. True or false?
If they're going to win, true.
Well, with what they have the receivers. You got Diggs, who didn't look that bad coming off an ACL tear. I mean, I know you don't like Pop Douglas, but I mean, you got fucking Matt Collins, who didn't really get involved in the game. You got to get these guys involved. You got to get all these guys involved. Kyle Williams, this rookie that everyone was saying, oh, he's the fastest man alive. He can run crisp routes. Where the fuck was he on Sunday? Get this kid involved. You got to get all hands on deck. It is like a red light going off. Woo, woo, woo. Alert, alert. You got to fucking win this game on Sunday. This is a must-win game. If you come out of Miami without a win, this team's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, it's a must-win if they're trying to actually have like a legitimate season and make some sort of a push. They could still end up 1-3 and then, get 6-7 wins, something like that. But no, if they're trying to make a push for anything that matters, they got to win this game.
I totally agree. The Dolphins defense looked like they belong at the bottom of the league. That was atrocious against the Indianapolis Colts, who everyone thought they were playing for the first overall pick this year. Like everyone thought, oh, you got Daniel Jones, but you're just mailing in the season trying to suck for Arch Manning or whatever you can get for quarterback next year. Tyreek Hill had his outburst on the sideline, getting Mike McDaniel's face. And then the report coming out that there's a domestic violence case coming out on him with his ex-girlfriend.
Bang, bang.
Yeah. No one likes this coach. The players don't like the coach. It's like almost like a riot down there in Miami. This almost feels like one of those games that you call a D2 school when you're in college and say, hey, we'll pay you some millions of dollars. We got to get this team's morale up. Let's play. Yep. Let's beat the shit out of you. And then here's your $1 million and go home. Is that what you feel like this should be this weekend? This
game is unless you're a diehard Patriots fan or Dolphins fan, no one's watching this game. And I agree. Like it is. Yeah. We're just like, we went into this season thinking we were going to get a season, and we might find out after week 2 that is not going to be the case.
Oh, so sad already. Week 2.
I know.
Even last year when Rich, which was you or Rich that said Gerard Mayo had a better start to a season than
I said it. Yes.
That was you. Yeah.
And he did verifiably thus far. Gerard Mayo is better than Mike Vrabel in New England.
Right now, going back
Correct.
to 1 and into week 2.
Yep.
Gerard
It's verifiable.
Mayo. You put the check mark on Gerard Mayo's side.
Exactly. Greater than.
Let's play a quick game and then we'll move on. Let's play fill in the blank. The Patriots will win the game against the Dolphins if
Drake May has no turnovers.
Yeah, that's probably 100% true. I'll have to go differently. If the running backs as a whole can get over 100 yards, you need to start getting that running game going. You have Ramondre Stevenson, who you weren't a fan of this last week. Get them going. What happens when you get the running game going? The play action happens, So I think that has to happen. That has to happen for this team. You have to have you can't go out there and throw the ball 46 times. You got to have play action. You have to have a running game that gets the wide receivers open. Then they're not playing zone and dropping down in coverage because they know they can stop it. They know they can stop. They don't have to worry about the run. They just have to worry about the pass.
Exactly.
So you have to have an identity. Run the fucking ball.
Agreed.
The Dolphins will win the game against the Patriots if
the Patriots play like they have against the Dolphins every other year, which is shitty.
You could have done a flip-flop right there real quick because I'll take it. The Dolphins will win the game if Drake May has 2 terrible turnovers again.
Yeah, absolutely.
That will be the case. If Drake May goes out there, looks shaky again, looks nervous, doesn't. How many times did he line up behind center?
I don't believe he did.
I think there was like maybe 3 or 4 times I remember him lining up behind center. Other than that, it was all in the shotgun. Like, what the fuck is that?
No, I know. You can't run the ball out of the goddamn shotgun. Clearly, they went in there with the Brady plan, just thinking we're going to run this whole thing out of shotgun, and then they went into the second half. Forget the run. We're just going to throw. That's what they did, and I
said that. I said you can't do that. You have to be able to establish a running game, and they didn't do it. And Travion Henderson, they just were like, man, we're just going to try to throw him the ball or option him like that one option. I'm like, what the fuck is this? When did Josh McDaniels start running options?
And leave Ramondre Stevenson in New England.
Oh, you think Antonio Gibson would be a better suit there?
Yes.
As a spell running back? Yeah.
I do.
All right, Bobby, let's play predictions. Give me a score.
Dolphins 13, Patriots 17.
So you have them going for the win.
This is my last hope. This is my hope.
Patriots 13, Dolphins 10.
There you go.
It's going to be ugly. It's going to be a fucking ugly game, folks.
It's going to be a disaster of a game.
It's one of those games where you're going to be crushing beers and just be like, what the fuck am I watching right now? And like, if you have a parlay going and you have the Patriots in it, you're just going to be fucking praying that they can pull it out because it's going to be ugly, folks. And if they don't win,
can't wait to watch it.
If they don't win, sound the alarms because it is going to be fire everybody, trade everybody, get this fucking team, relegate them, get them the fuck out of New England. This team fucking blows. So,
correct.
Let's hope for the best because I don't feel like becoming an alcoholic this year. We'll be right back with some baseball talk with Bobby.
What?
This is gonna be great.
Can't wait.
Bobby's pissed off. He told me that before the show started. So why not piss him off even more? Let's talk some Red Sox. Bobby,
you got me there.
No matter what, this team's going to make the playoffs. Like there's 17 games left. They're 3.5 above the Seattle Mariners for the second wild card spot. They're going to do it. But the big news that came out Friday, which made all of Red Sox Nation sigh, Roman Anthony, who has a very hot sister, he is out 46 weeks. Just so you know, Bobby, the season's going to be over in about 5 weeks or 4 weeks or 3 weeks. So, yeah, there's no way.
I thought it ended in October.
Well, that playoffs start in October. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The regular season is through September.
So he's not playing. He has an oblique injury. He swung too hard, hurt his oblique. He ain't playing. The Big Three season is officially over as Anthony joins Marcelo Mayer on the DL and Tristan Campbell, who is down. Tristan Campbell is down in AAA. So with Roman Anthony gone, how does the rest of the season go with just 17 left? Bobby, I throw it to you.
Oh, it's going to be just like the rest of the Red Sox normal seasons. They're just going to slowly melt down into a pile of mush at the end. And then all Red Sox fans will just be sitting there weeping about the disaster that is their team.
So I'm going to go through all of this, and then I'm going to ask for what we think the management or the front office will say when the season comes to an end. Because I already can I already can hear Sam Kennedy in my ear, what he's going to say at the end of the season. The other big story that isn't getting a lot of traction, which is weird, is that Alex Bregman, the big free agent signing for this past offseason, intends to opt out of his deal and become a free agent in 2026. What does this say about this franchise who overpaid to get him in Fenway in the first place?
Well, obviously he wants nothing to do with it, or he just thinks he can get more money.
Well, I think he was overpaid. I think the Tigers were like, I want to say $25 to $30 million under what the Red Sox offered him. Mm-hmm. So obviously his agent's like, hey, dummy, you got to take the deal with the Red Sox to go there. He wanted to go play for the Tigers, but obviously the Red Sox overpaid. This is just a bad look. When you got a guy that could have been making another $40 million to go play for the Red Sox, and he just says, I'll opt out and see what I can get on the market. He won't get what he's getting. It's a bad look. He's not going to get what he's getting here. He's going to go play for less money for probably a contending team like a Tiger. Not the Tigers, but, put that contending team up there. Whoever that contending team is, he's going there. And that's just a bad look because I guess money's not going to talk. One of the other stories that Rich has been nailing earlier this season, Garrett Crochet is feeling the effects of being an ace. He's never pitched this much in a major league season. And he was having a Cy Young performance, even though he pitched a gem the other night against the A's. I think he had 10 Ks, which is great for him. But it seems like he's starting to go on that downward trajectory because he just can't handle a long season like this. So with that being said, what's going to happen when playoffs come if he can't handle it?
It's that same old wall in baseball. Baseball is an absolute marathon, is the definition of a marathon sport. Anybody can go on a little bit of runs and be good for a short time period. The guys that are true major leaguers are ones that are sustained success. He's obviously a good player, but he obviously has to work on his durability.
Which is hard for these guys that throw out of their ass. Like all these ace pitchers, like they just fucking throw heat. And you're coming off 5 days rest. He was a reliever over there in Chicago forever, and then they put him in the rotation.
Pitchers are pussies. Just when you say it, 5 days rest, 5 fucking days rest. Unbelievable. God, baseball players are pussies. 5 days rest. You pitch like 5 times a month. Uh-huh. You are a pussy. Just throw the ball.
You get paid millions but you're gonna have all these people like Billy Baseball and Rich come in and be like, "Well, you still have to be warm. You still got to throw the ball on your off days just so your arm doesn't get cold." Put some
leg torque into it. Fucking turn that hip and just fucking whip it.
I agree. The only positive news I have coming for next year is that Peyton Tolley, he looks like he could be the number 3 in this rotation. I'm not gonna say number 2, but that fat fuck came out there, and I just love everything about him. After his first game in Fenway, he came out and just thanked everybody. He said, "This is a cool experience. Thanks, guys. This is awesome." So I'm not trying to insult the kid, but the kid throws hard, and hopefully making the team next year, he can be a solid number 3 in the rotation. But the Sox still desperately need pitching. They need a solid rotation. I don't think Brian Bayo is going to be the guy to be the number 2. I think you can put him at 3 or 4 and then put Peyton Tolley down there. But you need pitching. Come this offseason, you need pitching. Will they do it? Absolutely fucking not.
Wow.
But that's what they need. I mean, that's how you're going to win a World Series, especially against some of these big bats like LA has. I don't know. Who else? Yankees always have big bats, but they have no pitching either. But the Red Sox should definitely be making the playoffs. So October, baseball is coming back to Fenway. Do you think this could make the ownership go out and spend more money because they made the playoffs this year?
God, no.
Nope.
They're going to say that the youth movement worked, baby. We did it. Us, me.
What the end of season, when they do these cleaning out the lockers and the management comes out and talks, they're going to say, "Hey, we didn't spend that much money, and look at what we did. Look what we did. We brought up the young kids, like we said.
We're so fucking smart.
We're so smart. Like, we knew what we were doing. Like, we have good farm system out there. We have more guys coming up next year. So, yeah, we're not going to go out there and spend." So, Here's to playoff baseball there, Bobby. Because we know it's going to happen I'm sorry. We don't know when it's going to happen again because we haven't seen this in 4 years. So come October, here it comes. With that being said, let's talk some more positive stuff. Let's talk some early lines, Bobby, shall we?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's see what we can.
Welcome back to Early Lines, Bobby. How you feeling? Chief and Dr. BigMac both go 2-3 last week. We're on to week 2. We don't want to talk about the past. We're on to week 2. And I figured out what the loser has to do with early lines. The loser, after the season is over, the wild card weekend, has to do the show in nothing but a wife beater.
I'll do that. I'm almost there right now.
I know, so that's why I thought this would be the perfect thing. Ready? Let's go.
Ready.
Week 2. Sorry, we're into week 2. Thursday Night Football. Commanders 1-0. Packers 1-0. Thursday Night Football. Packers are 3.5-point favorites. A few clouds, but beautiful for the game. Low of 52. This will be a must-watch game after both teams came out and dominated week 1. Bobby?
Packers. They beat the Lions, a good team. The Commanders shit on the fucking Giants.
I think these two teams are top 4 teams in the NFC. I think they should be playing in January. I think there's January football written all over these guys. Jordan Love looked great. He has weapons now. That defense with Parsons, we were wrong. Yep. He looked amazing against the Lions. When he went and got sacked, Jared Goff.
He dumped Penei Sewell like he was a Patriots tackle from last year.
Yeah, he looked good. I'm like, Micah Parsons, fuck. He's everything that's advertised. Even if he got that epidural, yeah. I, too, am taking the Packers -3.5. Next up, it comes to the Boar Bowl. That is going to be Sunday at 1 p.m., which the Patriots travel down to Miami to take on the Dolphins, who are 0-1. Scattered thunderstorms and a high of 82. This is the opposite of the first game for both teams because both teams blow, and the winner will be whoever quarterback doesn't make a stupid mistake. Bobby?
Well, based off of my prediction, I'll go Patriots with the points.
Bobby, this is not good because I already wrote down mine, and you're taking mine. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. But I think
so far we're in agreement here, so it's going to be difficult to get more separation.
Yeah, but the only reason why I think it's going to happen is because Tua has no receivers. Miami's defense looks like shit. This should be a bounce back game for Drake May. If it's not, I'm fucking done with football. I will never watch the Patriots again. I am fucking done. Next game, we have the Jags, who are 1-0, traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals, who are 1-0. Bengals are 3.5-point favorites. Sunny and high of 88 degrees. The battle of number 1 overall picks at quarterback. Bobby, where are you going?
The Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
So Bobby's taking the Bengals, and everyone would probably think the biggest Joe Burrow guy on the show would be taking the Bengals as well. Wow. Nay. When you only beat the Browns by 1 fucking point, no. I think the Jaguars are going to be surprising a lot of people in a weak AFC South division. I like their running game. I like who they have at receiver. I like Sunshine. I think the Jags are going to fucking pull it out. I think the Jags are going to travel to Cincinnati and beat the Bengals.
Raymond's football knowledge is starting to scare me. Okay, like all of a sudden you sound like you know what you're talking about. I don't believe you, but it's worrisome.
And that's the thing. I just throw a lot of things out of my ass. Some of them hit, some of them don't.
Somewhat believed it.
Next game, we have a Super Bowl rematch with the Eagles 1-0 with that are favored 1.5, going to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Partly clouded game, high of 89. Could we be watching the downfall of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, Bobby? Like I said last week.
We will be. The Eagles are going to dump them. They're going to dump truck them. Give me the Eagles.
Fuck. I can't take the Chiefs because I fucking said that. I said the Chiefs, this is the downfall season. I said it last week before the fucking season started. I said this.
Power rankings.
They're going to be 0-2. How fucking sweet is it going to be to hear?
Going to be awesome.
Kermit the Frog, Taylor Swift's fiance. 0-2. What are you going to talk about now, boys? You're not going to be favorites to come out of the AFC and anymore. The AFC got tougher. You guys are getting worse. Your receivers keep getting arrested. Your receiver got knocked out. Your other running backs fucking suspended. You guys are fucked. And I love it. I am here for it. Last game we have, because we only do 5 games. We have the Chargers taking on the Raiders. Chargers are 3.5-point favorites on Monday Night Football. And Jim Harbaugh, I believe, is going to be standing mighty high in the AFC West, Bobby. Go ahead.
It's difficult. I almost want to take the Raiders in the points here, but they only beat the shitty Patriots, so I think the Chargers cover.
You know what? Just to make things fun, you can take the Chargers. I'll take the fucking Raiders because
you're gonna just ride with the Raiders all year. Good for you.
No, I just think that offense, if Brock Bowers is good to go, I think if he's healthy, that's a very dominant fucking offense that they have. Max Crosby is showing that he's a dominant defender. So yeah, why don't I just take the Raiders at home?
Good for you.
Give me the 3.5 points and see what happens. You think fucking Justin Herbert's going to be able to roll through this season and just fucking dominate? No.
It seems unlikely. I agree with that.
You went to Brazil. You got lucky. I mean, you played the shitty Chiefs that I said was going to be the downfall, the biggest downfall this season. So, yeah, give me the Raiders in the points. Why not? At home? Sure.
Fair enough.
Best of luck to you this week, Bobby, and I can't wait to see you in that wife beater come January.
I can't wait to wear it.
10 questions with a guy named Rob right after this. The floor is yours there, Chief.
What was the most surprising result for you from week 1 in the NFL?
Ooh, most surprising. I think it was the Packers and Lions game, to be honest with you. I thought that was going to be a lot closer, and the Packers just dominated, and the Lions looked like they lost both coordinators.
God, for me, it was the fucking Patriots. I didn't expect them to look like absolute donkey dick. I really didn't.
You know who did?
I know.
This guy.
You did. Right, you did. I did not expect them to look like shit, and they did. So that was for me. I'm obviously an idiot.
Yeah, I'm going Packers. I didn't think they were going to look that great. I didn't think the Lions were going to look that bad. Is it that the Green Bay Packers are that good, or is it that the Lions are that bad? You know, I know they lost both coordinators, the Lions, but Green Bay just fucking dominated that game from start to finish.
Has Josh Allen surpassed Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, because it's the downfall of the Chiefs, and I fucking love it.
Josh Allen is so fucking good right now. He isn't even. We really can't even call him Rockhead anymore. He's so fucking good.
No, yeah, he's the reigning, defending MVP of the NFL. So yeah, you have to give him.
He's also a fucking dweeb, though. He's an annoying dweeb.
But he's fucking Haley Seinfeld and married to her, engaged to her. So bravo to that guy.
Yeah.
I wish I was a fucking dweeb. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it time to sound the alarm on Drake May?
I love Jim Murray's analogy he gave. We're playing hangman, and you're at STI, and N and K are left. You're fucking close. You're very close to sound the alarm.
It's a good analogy.
It comes up to this week. It comes up to this week. If he looks like shit against Miami, sound the alarm. I mean, I can't do it yet, but my hand's hovering over he sucks.
I'll give him the first month. If after the first month he looks exactly the same, I'm there with you. I'm pressing the button. So I'll give him a month.
Yep.
What should the NBA do about the Clippers situation?
Make him sell the team. I mean, that is a bad look for the NBA. It's a bad look for the Clippers. I think you should force him to sell.
It feels like that could be necessary. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's legitimate 100% salary cap evasion.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like he shouldn't, or like he should be forced to sell his shit. Like, there should be a significant penalty, whatever it is, but selling the team, even if it's at a loss, which they won't do, but.
What's the other thing they could do? They ban him from his own arena. Like, you can't come to any home games.
Other than significant draft pick compensation taking away, that's about it. It would just be stripping first round picks.
But if they're competitive and they can make it, what would that do to them? You know?
Wow. it would hurt the team, but
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Make Ballmer sell.
Yeah.
Can Aaron Rodgers keep up that level of performance?
I give him 8 weeks, and then after that, he's going to be a dud.
After 2 more games, he'll be annoyed with Mike Tomlin. Okay, like it's not. He's done with it. Whenever the first bit of adversity comes, Aaron Rodgers will turn. They had 1 good game against the Jets. It will come immediately.
Well, spite is a very powerful drug too.
Yeah, it is, and he was spiteful.
And he was very spiteful. Yeah, he wanted to beat the Jets. So, but I give it 8 weeks. I think he's going to look great. Everyone's going to see he's back, and then after that, like that November, December run.
Are the Packers a Super Bowl threat?
Yep.
I
agree. After week one, they look great. The biggest thing they always lacked was the defensive side of the ball, and I think Parsons is changing that narrative. So yeah, I think they're going to be a Super Bowl threat.
We already touched on this one a little bit. Where was Milton Williams?
Buffet.
Yeah, I don't know. He looked like a scrawny little bitch out there. I think he needs to be at the buffet.
Yeah, he was definitely a no-show, I think. I mean, even on the non-stat line, like the stuff that you just watch and be like, oh, he did this so Christian Barmore could get in there. I didn't see that. I didn't see anything from him.
Nope. Maybe a deep dive would be different, but he didn't pop on my screen.
Nope.
Should the Giants move off Russell Wilson already?
Yup. Throw the kid in. Throw Jackson Dart in. Throw him in.
Or Jameis Winston. Anybody. That regime needs to throw everything at it if they care about that job, but it doesn't matter.
But so on to piggyback off that, do you think Dayball is done after this year?
Fuck yeah.
Yep, I think he gets fired.
As he should. Better when he was fat. Thoughts on JJ McCarthy?
Play like shit for 3 quarters, and then the last quarter when it really mattered.
Terrible. He looked so bad. He's bad. He looked exactly like he did at Michigan. He just like it was really bad, but like the team around him won the game. Yeah. He looked bad. Like he's not like, not that he isn't toolsy. Like he could throw, he can run, but yeah, that team's going nowhere with him.
I mean, they're 1-0. Patriots are 0-1. So,
well, yeah, obviously they're better. Everybody's better than the Patriots.
No, true.
Was week 1 boring?
I think that without the preseason and now all these teams don't want any of their star players to get hurt, this was almost like the 4th preseason game where they went out there and was trying to get things going.
Week 1 didn't feel like exciting or energetic. Like I feel like last year, like week 1 was a different thing than it was this year. It just, I don't know. Week 1 was boring to me. It wasn't just because of the Patriots. It was just the whole experience.
No, I agree.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, that's it? All right. Simplest Minds right after this.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
Simplest Minds, where we talk about the dumbest people in sports or just in general in life that we see video clips of. So, Bobby, you have to be living under a rock if you haven't seen the Phillies Karen yet.
Ball hit the fan. Oh, the Phillies fan came in and he stole it from another Phillies fan. Oh, she can't believe it. Whoa. Oh, no. Easy.
See how scared he got when she fucking came and approached him? Like, just tensed up, like he was ready to fight.
Here. You know, he did give it to what I would assume
that was something.
Son, maybe. Okay, did give it to the young. This lady's got to get it under control. Look at the girl in the background, in the left-hand side of the screen. She's laughing.
He's like, all right, bitch, you want this fucking ball? Get the fuck out of my face. Look at this bitch. She has the perfect crazy Karen haircut. Like, that is like when you say Karen, that's the haircut.
I just don't like that. Was so bad.
So basically, she said that she had her hand on the ball and that the ball belonged to her, even though she didn't have possession of it. That guy got it and wanted it for his kid, which In any ballpark, if you get a ball, you try to give it to the kid. Like, that's what it's for.
That's
like,
pretty standard ballpark behavior.
If you're a 40-year-old, 50-year-old man and you don't give it to a kid, you look like a complete asshole. But this fucking Karen comes over and was like, give me the ball back. And she didn't give it. She wasn't with kids. She was just by herself or with a group of people, you know?
It is a weird, strange world we live in.
Sad world.
Yeah.
Next one, I guess the
Thank you,
WNBA is going to Cleveland, Ohio, apparently. Because we got dildos on the field, Bobby. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that dildo. Look at that throw by the ref.
Those spiteful biddies. That's what they were doing. They were trying to get it back at him. You spiteful biddy throwing dildos out there. How dare you?
Yeah, I didn't know that the Cleveland was trying to get a WNBA team because look at that dildo. That fucking guy just throwing around right there. You know? The next one I have, I fucking chuckled. This wasn't on the email, Bobby, but Travis Hunter got a haircut. And boy, does he look like a Ninja Turtle. Look at that. Look at the comparison. Does he not look like a fucking Ninja Turtle, Bobby?
Yes, he does.
I take back everything I said. I think he's going to have a great season after that haircut.
He looks like a Ninja Turtle. Yes, that is a terrible look for him.
Yeah, put a hat on, bro, because that's not a good look. Hopefully the spitefulness and the internet bullying gets you to play like a champ this week and beat the fucking Cincinnati Bengals. The last one I just have, this is the most disrespectful crawl I've ever seen in my entire life. I want the video of how he got on top of that flag. For everyone that's listening, it's a man crawling over 100-foot flag that crawled across the Jets. I mean, how did he get there? Like, that's a 100-foot flag going from end zone to end zone, and this guy's just crawling like, oh God, get me off this flag. Like, how did you get there first and foremost?
I don't know.
Sir?
That's pretty funny.
That is funny. And that is the end of our show, Bobby. Once again, if you like Boston sports, give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, comment, because all you internet trolls are going to be going at me today. So comment. I'll answer back. I ain't scared. I'll fucking roll up my sleeve like Bobby right now. So do that. Do us a solid follow, like, subscribe, review. Tell your friends, tell your mothers, and catch us next week when Rich returns. Allegedly,
if you say so.
If we say so, at 8:30 p.m. come on Tuesday, where we talk about the Patriots, and hopefully they're 1-1. If not, we're all gonna be very depressed and hungover.
Yeah.
So join us then. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye now.